When that bell goes, that's it, it's game over.
Bare knuckle boxing carries a vicious and brutal stigma when mentioned anywhere in the world. Considered the oldest sport in human history, but it's in modern times where the art of bare knuckle is making a resurgence, with boxing and MMA in its crosshairs. BKB was the first licensed bare knuckle organisation in the world, and only one of two that exist today. I sat down with one of the co-founders, Jim Freeman, at a cafe he owns.
Okay, yeah, so Jim Freeman, myself and Joe Brown, we own BKB. You know, we started it a long time ago, 2014, 2015, and it was everything you imagine to start with. It was rough, raucous, 200 people there, all the great unwashed, you know, like it was literally just like a load of blokes who just were just there, go on, give, knock him out. Now, you know, we've opened the door for everyone across the world. We've had 30 odd events at the O2, we've pretty much always sold out. We go to 50 countries now, you know, of which about at least half are live. We're on some of the major TV stations across the world. So I think we've done really well, you know, but we're not the sort of people that would have bare knuckle. You know, myself and Joe are kind of business people. He runs payroll. We're both married for 20 odd years, both got a couple of kids. Quite boring, but I think we was managed to get it over the line so many times because of that, because, you know, every meeting we'd have, like with the police, with the council, go to like, oh, you're not what we expected. And as soon as I said that, I thought, well, we're halfway in the door now. So we had our first show in the O2, I think it was 2016, 2017. That was the moment I really felt like this could be a credible sport. You know, I'm old enough to remember that MMA, you know, when MMA was looked as like vicious in a cage, and it was a cage fighting, and you'd get them all on like VHS and DVDs, UFC 1, 2 and 3. And I remember boxing people looking at it and going, MMA's never going to make it. Well, MMA's on at least an equal footing now to boxing, and you're seeing people crossing over between the two. So yeah, I firmly believe this is the next big thing. This is the what people have got appetite to see, and you know, because I think the brutality in terms of the knockouts and all that kind of stuff, that, you know, it's kind of action-packed, isn't it? You've got to be a special kind of breed to do what these guys want to do. You know, like their motivation is their motivation. A lot of time it's troubled upbringings, troubled lives, things that have, you know, that have happened in their life that led them to this kind of stage. But they're all interesting characters. They are really interesting characters. All of them have got like a story you wouldn't believe. You know, to the average man on the street, you know, like you think, oh God, like really that happened? You know, like, so ex-soldiers, and you know, and you know, appreciate sometimes the mental side of it for fighters, how much it helps with their mental health and bits and pieces like that, to keep them on the straight and narrow, to stay in the gym, to train, to have that discipline. I think for me, bare knuckle over the next sort of 5 years will go massive, and will be a global brand, you know, in terms of us. And you listen, it might be someone else that comes in and takes it on, but this is the future of combat sports, is bare knuckle boxing.
You may have an image of what a bare knuckle fighter looks or behaves like. We met with Salim Jamshidi to explore the day-to-day life, mindset and backstory of a bare knuckle boxer.
Bare knuckle, you know, you shouldn't get hit. In boxing you can get jabs, you can even get rights, well, not power, but in bare knuckle it's different, man. Even a small jab gives you cut. So you should be fast, very fast, just hit and move. And it's completely different when you enter the ring. You touch yourself, fucking fist, you know. You have nothing on, so it makes you a little bit worry. But you know, after a first round of the bells start, you forget, man. You have to just fight. But you don't feel it there, you know. You don't feel it there, but you feel it after the fight, after like an hour. Get swollen face, broken nose, everywhere is. I remember after first fight, I thought nothing happened to me, but in the morning I wake up, I couldn't even wash my face. Boxing is easier, I think. Bare knuckle is real fight, is for dogs, man. You cannot hit like you hit in professional boxing. You have a gloves and you don't break your knuckles. But in bare knuckle, if you do that, like hit hard and don't aim proper where you want to hit, and if you just throw, maybe he do that and you hit his head or his elbow. Remember, elbow is bones is bigger than your knuckles. You break your hand and you can't fight anymore. It's a stop, you're done. And if it stopped, they don't say, oh, you broke, you lost, that's it. So you have to be focused, aim where you wanna hit, be fast, and have that, you know, like snap, just hit and move. You have to have accuracy, otherwise you will hurt yourself. My ambition is to become a greatest fighter, you know, one of the greatest in combat sport, in bare knuckle. Yeah, I want my name when I get older. I want my kids, my grandkids in this country, they say like, oh yeah, that guy Salim, you know. I want that, you know. I want to be known. I want to be remembered. So to accomplish something. When I was in Afghanistan, I remember it all starts from there. I was a small kid, young guy, but I was lost. We had no future. There was war every time. We moving city to city just to be alive, you know. So I remember the first fight I had in Afghanistan, it was a street fight. I remember that we were in Kabul. It was 2006 or 2007, I think. I don't know the exactly date, but it was around that time. There was American soldiers passing the streets with the big tanks and their cars, you know, the military cars, and there was